Hey guys, want to build a better and stronger core but not sure where to start? If so, no worries, we've got you covered in this short tutorial where we'll teach you how to start, build, and progress your core exercises. Coach Mark here. This video is going to be part of our ongoing Startup Get Fit series where we'll be bringing you the what, the how, and the why of your exercise routine, and starting from the basic and ending with the not so basic for all your exercises. So without further ado, let's jump in and get you started on getting a stronger core. Okay, so the core is often referenced in fitness, but what is it and how do we train it? It's actually fundamental for all movements and lifting. So the stronger and more stable of a core you have, the better you'll do everything in life, including lifting. There are actually four main core muscles. And today, for simplicity's sake, let's just say that there are outer core muscles and that there are inner core muscles. The outer core muscles, the vanity ones, if you will, are built by doing reps of things. So if you're thinking exercises, think bicycle kicks, crunches, Russian twists. The inner core muscles, and arguably, in my opinion, the more important ones, are built by doing more stabilization and hold type exercises. So think plank, hollow body. These are things that will build the stability of your core. And again, think foundation. If you want to build a house, muscles on top of something, the more stable of a foundation you have, the better everything will sit. Okay, so with all that explained, let's get you started with some exercises and their progressions to build a stronger and more stable core. So at the very ground level, we're going to start with dead bug heel tapping. For this exercise, you're going to want to lay down flat on the ground with your feet placed down on the ground and your hands by your side. To do this exercise, what you're going to want to do is march in place, raising your leg up one at a time and alternating. So you raise one heel off the ground while the other one stays down. You bring it up slowly, bring the knee up closer to your chest, and then bring it back down slowly to the ground. You're going to alternate and do the same thing with the other side. In the beginning, you want to start light, do 3 sets of 10, and then I would say work up to about 3 sets of 20. Once you get comfortable with the heel tapping portion, you can try extending your legs. So now, instead of having the feet flat down on the ground, you're going to extend them out horizontally at the bottom, while the other leg is up close to your chest. So to reiterate, you're going to have one knee close to your chest and one leg extended out horizontally close to the ground, but not laying down. Again, you want to start light here and see what your core will allow you to do. I would say 3 sets of 10 and work your way up. 3 sets of 20, and it should always be a controlled tempo. Okay, so if that wasn't hard enough, now we've got to keep progressing it, so we're going to add our arms to it. So while you are extending your legs down on the ground and bringing another one up close to your chest, you're going to leave your arms out extended in front of you for the entire duration of the exercise. Again, you want to start off with volume that you can manage. I would say 3 sets of 10, and then work your way up comfortably with a controlled tempo to 3 sets of 20. Now let's say you've got that under control. Now you're going to add your arms movements to this exercise, and you are going to move opposite arm, opposite leg. So what does this mean? It means that while your right arm goes behind your head, your left leg is going to shoot out in front of you. Then you come back to center with both your arms out in front of you, both your legs up by your chest, and you alternate sides. This is a lot tougher than it might seem. So again, as I've said before, start out light and work your way up. This is one that by 20 reps, I promise you'll be feeling it. So now, as I mentioned before, we're going to get into the not so basic stuff, and we're going to start with what is called a hollow body. So for this, I want you to think about an upside down plank. You're going to be on your back. You're going to stay on your back. Now, you're going to raise your arms straight up over your head and put them a little bit behind your head. You're going to raise your legs straight up and start lowering them down to the ground. With your arms behind your head and with your legs straight out in front of you, you're going to start to feel the pull of gravity because of your limbs on your core. This is a very tough exercise. Now, the lower to the ground you have your legs and the further behind your head you have your arms, the bigger the temptation is going to be for you to arch your lower back. You don't want to do that. As I mentioned before, you want your lower back pressed into the ground, but you want to build even more tension here. So as you are holding this hollow body, I want you to squeeze your butt and round your back a little bit so you crunch your core. The result is going to be a lot of tension in your midsection. And this is an exercise you're only going to want to hold in the beginning for, I would say, 30 seconds tops. It's going to be very intense. So this is one that's going to build up slowly. I would say like 5 seconds at a time. And just a small anecdote for these exercises. If you start feeling your lower back at some point, that's normal as your core starts getting tired. What I would emphasize at this point is start pressing your lower back into the ground. If your lower back is making contact with the ground by lifting your chest up a little bit or raising your butt up off the ground a little bit, it should offset that discomfort you feel in your lower back and allow you to resume the exercise normally. Now that you've got a really good grasp on core tension and your hollow body, let's take a look at a plank with the same techniques. Now we're gonna do a plank. So we've all seen a plank before. You're on your forearms, your legs are out behind you, and you hold that position for a duration of time. But this isn't gonna be a wimpy plank. We're gonna engage with the same tension techniques that we did for our hollow body. So you are going to round your back, crunch your core, and squeeze your butt. You're gonna maximize that tension while you're holding your plank. And again, you're gonna do this for a short duration of time and build up. Now that gravity is pulling you down towards the ground, this is gonna feel even tougher than your planks did beforehand. And now the result of building on and progressing all these exercises is a much stronger and more stable core, as promised. And I just want to reiterate, with a stronger and more stable core, you will have less back issues and injury all around and a much more stable spine. So that's our educational piece for the day on building a stronger and better core. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comment section below if you have any questions on any of these exercises or their progressions. We'd be happy to answer it. And as always, if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy.